Hi, I'm Mike, and today we head out to start another day on the ranch. Every day has its ups and downs, and sometimes you get the feeling you should just stay in bed. But no matter how badly your day goes, around here anyway, it's not going to stop you. And you can't quit on our Wyoming Life. Welcome back to Our Wyoming Life, where we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. I wasn't born a ranch kid, and I've never been one up until now. Erin, my wife, her stepdad owned a ranch in Wyoming, and when he started to get sick, we quit our corporate jobs and came back to help him out. I made him a promise that I would do everything that we could do to keep this ranch alive. And after he passed away, that promise means even more to us. If you're new here, please subscribe and join us as we learn every day about this life. And if you already have, thank you very much for being a part of our community. It's hard to explain to people why we're here. Many have said that we should just sell the place and get back to our old jobs in broadcasting. We could do away with the daily grind of the ranch. We could take regular vacations, maybe even have a life. But when it comes down to it, we put up with the ridiculous hours, the lack of vacations, and the daily grind, because being here makes both Erin and I better people. We can work for somebody else, make 10 times the money, and be miserable, to the point where we need vacations just to get away. But here on the ranch, we make a quarter of the money we did in the corporate world, and we're thousands of times happier. Not to say that we don't have our bad days or nights. It's the middle of the night. We are in what we call early calving, where the cows have started to calve, but just a few, and we're not really in the thick of things yet. We still have to check the cows and heifers constantly, every few hours, because when things go bad, they go bad fast. This calf is stuck in the birthing canal of its mom. I just checked her a couple hours ago. She didn't appear to be in labor, but that obviously has changed. As much as she's moving around, there's no real way to tell if this calf is still alive. The only option we have is to get her in the barn and remove the calf from her and go from there. From the corral to the barn is a short trip through an alley and into a head chute where we can control mom and help her calf be born. It's a short trip that's not needed, as the calf eventually works its way loose and falls to the ground. Unfortunately, this is sometimes how we start our day, and how this mom gets to conclude the last 9 months of her life. We're going to leave them together to say their goodbyes, and after a few moments of reflection, it's back to work. There are over 150 calves out here that still need to be born, and one may need our help yet. As the sun rises, the regular chores of the day begin, feeding the cows being the main chore performed every morning. But this morning, my luck continues as the spooler or bale unroller breaks while feeding. And it's not just breaks a little, it breaks a lot. Taking it back to the shop, we're going to take it off the tractor and get it down on the ground. This will be added to the project list as we try to fix it. A new one costs a little over $1,000, a cost that if we can try to avoid, we will. So come Tuesday, we're going to get it pulled apart and hopefully get it back into working order. While we have it off the tractor, we're going to take this opportunity to clean out the hay and the chaff that builds up in the back of the tractor as we feed on a daily basis. First picking out all the hay that we can, and then getting an air compressor out and blowing it out. I can't find my blower attachment for the life of me. So what we're going to do is quickly whip up this little job. An air hose fitting, a small piece of pipe, and we've got a blower. With all that done, it's time to go and check the cows and heifers once again. First walking through the heifer corral, then driving through the cows. where we find a fresh little calf, just born. And we're going to quickly get a tag in its ear. These tags are there to help identify the calf and link it back to its mom, just in case they become separated. A storm is on the way, and we're expected to get 7 to 10 inches of snow tonight. So another project that hangs over our head is the dragging of the pastures. This is a project I was going to save for the project list on Tuesday, but with the incoming weather, this might be the last chance we have to get this done for a while, and the pastures definitely, desperately need it. Cows poop, and they poop a lot. Each cow on average produces 65 pounds of feces or manure daily. Take that times the 160 some cows out here and you get over 10,000 pounds of poop per day. And over the winter, these cows hang out within mostly about 20 acres of land. By the math, that gives us the potential of 936 tons of manure in these fields over the winter, or almost the same weight of a blue whale, or 12 elephants. That's a lot of manure. And something has to be done with it. Part of that process is dragging the fields. And for that job, we use this harrow. The problem is that it's broken right now. But with a few bolts and nuts and lock washers from the shop, we can get it back into business pretty quick. These attachment brackets have broken off, and with a new bolt on each one, they can be reattached and cinched down. Then we can attach the harrow to the tractor. This harrow is 36 feet wide, and right now it's folded up for transport. Once we get it out in the field, we can start unfolding. And from the inside of the tractor, we lay the harrow down onto the ground. The teeth on the harrow not only break up the cow pies, but they also pick up trash that might be out here as well, picking up mostly hidden pieces of net wrap that either end up stuck to bales when we feed or are hidden inside bales. With the harrow being 36 feet wide and an average speed of 6 miles per hour, we can cover 20 acres per hour, so this won't take long, and it'll make a world of difference in the look and the cleanliness of the pasture. The manure isn't gone, but it is broken up, and with the amount of moisture that we have on the way, breaking up the manure will help the nutrients soak into the soil faster and more evenly than leaving the patties in place. I love working in the tractor. Driving in circles for me is for some reason cathartic. In a weird way, this is my vacation. I'm out here by myself. My mind runs wild, and I get a chance to put everything in perspective. This morning, we lost our first calf. The bale unroller broke today as well. But we still live a life that a few years ago I had never even considered. But now, I couldn't imagine living any other way. When we wrap up with grooming the pastures, I can look back at a 20-acre job that's done and looks good, and that I did without anybody telling me it needed done. Just something I knew I had to do, and we did it. Much different than a call from corporate telling you that you need to get it done and have it done yesterday. And if you don't do it, there's 5 people standing in line behind you to take your job and do it faster or better or cheaper. The weather moves in, and the barometer is starting to drop, predicting the approach of worsening weather conditions. And with that comes the tendency for cows to go into labor. Why? I have no idea. But it's something that we have to deal with as every storm moves through the area for the next few months. Headed back out to check the cows again, we come upon another cow. Now we just missed the birth by seconds, and this calf has hit the ground in an odd position. Its head is twisted around underneath it, And although this is a problem that Mom might be able to rectify for herself, it's not one that we're going to give her the chance to. The calf's airway may be compromised by the position, and we quickly are able to roll the calf over and get it straightened back out. Mom, however, is a bit cranky, rightly so, but we still have to get this calf tagged. We sometimes have a small window to get it done, and I like to say that I get every calf tagged out here, but that's just not true. A number will have to wait until branding, but the more we get tagged at birth, the better off we are, no matter how mad Mom is. So we get the gator as close as we can to the calf, reach down, and click. The tag is in. Number 9 is on the ranch, and hopefully happy to be here. She's up and moving, and she's in good shape. And it's a great day.
And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. There's some hard times in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just this good?
Today started early with what we consider a tragedy, the loss of a calf. But today, we had a couple of healthy calves hit the ground. And one of them may still be here because we were right there to help it, even if Mom didn't want our help. A bad day is unavoidable, but you can handle it how you choose. After being here a while, I decided that you have to fight through a few bad days to earn the best days of your life. And sometimes they're the same day. Watching a calf come into this world, knowing that each calf born here means the ranch continues and our promise isn't broken, and somewhere my father-in-law Gilbert has that goofy smile on his face. Thanks for joining me today, and as the sun drops, the ranch continues, and so does calving. Tonight, we'll continue checking cows every few hours, all night long, and hopefully everything goes smoothly, and the only thing we lose is a few hours sleep. If it goes the other way, well, let's not worry about that. Make sure you subscribe and join us as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Every day around here is different, and we love being able to bring them to you. Check us out on Facebook for content that you can't find anywhere else. I'll be back with you on Tuesday as we tackle this bale unroller back here. And it's live stream week, so mark it on your calendar as I hope you can join us on Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, right here on YouTube. Until we meet again, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.